You're on.
Hi, my name is Julie Birky, and I work as a social worker at a small agency in a very small rural town in central Illinois. My title is Child and Family Therapist, even though my degree is in social work, because I specialized in mental health when I was in graduate school. So what that means is you can have a bachelor's degree in social work or a master's degree in social work or both. And at the master's level, you can go into maybe 4 or 5 different fields. Mental health is one field, and that's basically helping people with mental illnesses or general mental health issues, helping counsel them in a like an office type setting where you would see them weekly or every other week just doing counseling. You could also work in a mental health institution like a hospital or a residential institution and help people when they go into the hospital because of their mental illness. Somebody could also specialize in the child welfare field, and those are people who might work for DCFS or Lutheran Social Services or Catholic Charities or some other child welfare agency to help keep kids safe from people who might perpetrate against them, like abuse them or neglect them or something like that. So those would be caseworkers for those agencies. And you can do that at a bachelor's level or a master's level. The two jobs just look a little bit different. You can also go into school social work. So there might be a social worker at your school that helps kids with their behavior issues or when they just need to talk, somebody to confide in and stuff like that. And then you can be a social worker at a hospital to help people dealing with like end-of-life issues or issues with their illness that they need to talk to somebody about. So there's just kind of different areas that you can go into with social work, so it's not just one. So my area, I have a master's in social work, and my area is mental health. So I see people in an office setting. I have my own office, and people come in every week to talk to me, and we talk about their issues, whether it be depression or anxiety. Some people come in because they have a difficult time dealing with their kids or communicating with their spouse. Or some people might come to me because they had been abused and they need to talk to somebody about that. So there's a lot of different reasons that people come into my office. An average day looks like, basically today I worked for about 6 hours and I saw 5 clients and they all just came in back to back and I talked to them for an hour each. And then there's a lot of paperwork in between. So after every client I have to write a note about what we talked about. And all that stuff is confidential. That's just for me and my supervisor to see. And then there's some other things I have to just keep up on daily and weekly with paperwork. I love talking to people, and I love watching people grow. That's probably my favorite part about my job. It's really challenging because people bring a lot of hurt into a session, and sometimes it's difficult to listen to. But I keep that between me and my supervisor. I generally don't talk to my clients about some of the sadness that I feel for them. I talk to my supervisor about that. In high school, I actually wish I would have paid a little bit more attention to the social workers at my school because I think that I could have gained a lot from them. And probably looking back now, I probably would have been a little bit more careful about studying some social sciences, maybe sociology or psychology I would have taken in high school. And then in college, I'm really glad that I took statistics and as many sociology and psychology classes that I could. That helped me out a lot. Social workers are some of the least paid people with the highest degrees. An average starting person with a master's degree could make as little as $25,000 a year. But if you're bilingual, you could make closer to $50,000 or $60,000 a year.
Wow.
To start out. And that's all that I have to say about social work. So good luck.